Here is Brian ready for the day's work ahead. And the sun is shining. It's a beautiful morning here in Kinloch. Blue skies. The sun is shining on Hanratty's, and we are going in for part 2 of the clear out. And some considerable improvement inside Hanratty since last week. So,
Oh, Jesus.
You're right there, Brian?
Yeah, just stood on the nail.
Oh. And we are in the process. So I made a start on this yesterday, moving some of this wood, and I'm going to carry on with that to just get this little area here cleared. And Brian is going to give me a hand. Let's go. How are you getting on there, Brian?
Grace.
Hard at it.
Feel so exhilarated and satisfied.
Great work.
Thank you.
It's gonna camera in behind you there. Wow. That is really looking great. I can't wait to sweep that. And yeah, flagstones are quite nice there in the corner as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
And I want to show these flagstones here. Look at the thickness of that flagstone. Absolutely incredible. Wow. There's a kind of a trench here where an oil pipe was put in, but that's not functioning anymore, so there's no danger of damaging it. And there's Sid sniffing around. Can't wait to sweep all of this now as well. We've made fairly good progress over here as well. So it's nearly time to start sweeping. We've made really good progress here today. I'm delighted to see all this lovely space here. Brian did a Trojan job with the stones, clearing them all up to the back garden. And this wall is just, these walls are just so beautiful. There's a lot of dust and they're quite crumbly and quite rough. You see that bit sticking out there. But it's just great to see the space opening up, and we've really done a good clear out here. Now for the really satisfying bit, which is sweeping the floor. So, we're getting there. Well, that was incredibly satisfying, and not just because we've revealed that incredible floor, but also because it feels a bit like shifting energies and really making space for something new. So it's exciting. The space is feeling a lot clearer now today. I'm not going to put the camera too much into this corner because there's still a lot to clear over on this side, but we are making progress. And more finds this week. Well, these have been here all along, and I've often looked at them leaning up against the wall, and I always knew they were there, but it's lovely to actually handle them. These old tools. So we have an old pitchfork, two pitchforks in fact, one long and one short. And this building would have had a hayloft. The upstairs would have been a hayloft, and the same in the byre. The building behind, on the other side of the lane at the back. And there were steps up outside. There were steps over on this side of the building as well outside, but they were dismantled at some stage. And there are still steps, as you probably will have noticed, beside the door here for going up into the hayloft. We've also got this, which I think is probably a scythe. I'm not sure what this tool is called. They're all quite rusty. Another kind of fork here, and one with the handle that's broken, but this really characterful claw, if you like. And this, I think, probably is the most impressive of all. This, I think, is definitely called a scythe. And look at that blade there, that long blade for cutting hay out in the fields, and it's got two handles which have bad woodworm, but I just think that is an incredible old farm tool. And then we have this kind of wooden rake. This wooden rake, you can see that there. So I'm just going to leave them leaning up against the beautiful stone wall, and for the time being at least, there they are lined up. And more objects that we have found. I mentioned earlier that my great-grandfather was known to have ointments for the horses for treating them, and I found a few. I had a few of these kind of stored up on shelves where I'd found them while I was clearing. The incredible thing is there's actually liquid in this, and it smells of antiseptic. So it seems incredible to think, but this bottle, this liquid, has probably been in this bottle for the best part of 80 years perhaps, which just seems incredible. And there's a lovely little selection. That's the one that I found yesterday with the hole in it. This little green bottle, and one more, this, and as you can see they've sort of got algae and bits, sort of, they're quite dirty, but I still think it's amazing to have them, and I'm going to have to find somewhere to put them. At the moment they're just down on this little shelf here. And a final thing that I want to show you, which is over here. And well, two things in fact. This old toilet cistern, which has the company clearly marked on it, O'Hara and Co Plumbers, Sligo, just up the road. A good old-fashioned cistern, which would have of course been wall mounted back in the day. And this weight, which is it's incredibly heavy. It's actually quite hard to lift, but I'm going to give it a go. I know I can, but it's just, it kind of takes two hands to lift it. So I'd love to know what weight that is. I don't actually know, but it's heavy, I can tell you that. It's heavy. There it is. It's almost camouflaged on the floor there. And this beautiful old beam, a bit like the one that I showed you in the mobile home, which came out of the byre. So we'll have to think of something creative to do with that. That's all for today, folks. It feels like we've done a lot of work in the past couple of days, and it feels like we're really getting somewhere, clearing the space out. So see you next week. Thanks for joining me, and for more videos on renovation, lifestyle and general clearing out, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.